Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, it's very much going to be eye focused. I fancy doing a soft, smoky red tones on the eyes today. And I feel like at the moment the Lily skin products, base products, are getting a lot of love. But I feel like the eyeshadows haven't been getting much love at the moment, so that's what I want to do today. So I am playing with the On the Rocks palette by Lily Lolo. So you've got kind of a bit more some of the reddy orangey tones up there, which are really pretty. If you want to know how I've done my base, the previous video I did with the current favourites, this whole base routine is what I used in that, and the eyebrows and stuff. And I've got the lip oil on at the moment as well. Yeah, very eye focused. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, then please keep on watching. Okay, so I've zoomed you in a bit so you can see. Obviously something that gets love all the time is the eye primer from Lily Lolo. So just going to take it on a Real Techniques, I think it's their concealer brush. And I'm just going to pop that all over the eyes to act as a base. A nice blank canvas to work with. Now before I jump in with that palette, I want to add a bit of depth along the lash line. I'm going to do something that kind of starts on the lash line, works its way out as the smokiness today. So I'm going to go in with Lily Lolo's brown eyeliner first because that's not quite as dark as I want it to be. I don't want it to be as dark as a black, but this brown will work nicely. So all we're going to do is run this as close to the lash line as possible. Like, what I find easiest is if you kind of tilt the pencil at an angle and then have the mirror, if you've got a mirror, have it down below, and that way I feel like you can kind of get in there a little bit. We are going to be smoking out, but I want it as close to the lash line as possible. So we've got something like that. Then we're going to take a pencil brush. This is, I want to say it's an Iconic London one. It was part of a set I had from them. I don't have it anymore. But all we're going to do, again, I'm going to use the same kind of angle, and I'm just going to soften it. So I'm more going just back and forth at the moment. I'm not going to bring it, it will naturally come a bit up the lid slightly, but I'm just going back and forth just to kind of soften it slightly, and then it's going to help blend into the other eyeshadows. Something like that. Yeah, I've got it too high up on that side, so what I will do is I will just match it on this side. So we've got something like that. Okay, now we can dive into the palette. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in with that shade, I believe it's called Smoky Quartz. It's like a nice, what's it going to focus? Yeah, a nice kind of browny orange tone. It's got a bit of red in there, there's a bit of glitter in there, which I think is quite nice. So I'm going to take it on the pencil brush as well, tap off, and I'm very much going to go over the top of that, but I am going to bring it ever so slightly higher up. So it's going to act as a double base. Oh, look at that, that's beautiful red. Acts as a double base, that eyeliner almost. Had I gone purely with the eyeshadow, it would have come out a little bit lighter than it has now. I just wanted it to be a little bit darker, but nice and kind of red tone. Okay, now what we're going to do is just take a fluffy brush, but a relatively smallish fluffy brush. If you've got something like a nice tapered fluffy brush would work. Let me see if I can find one. You'd work quite nice. I've got another one that I really like. No idea where that's gone. So I'll go with this one. This is actually one I got from the London Makeup School, but it's kind of small. It does taper slightly. And what we're going to do with this, no product at the moment. I'm just going to actually buff this out a little bit more, just to get a bit more of a fade going on. And then we'll start adding a few reds. I've got a little bit of transfer up here. So I will be going ahead and setting anything I don't put shadow, because I'm focusing mainly on the lid, not in the crease. I will at the end go with a bit of setting and a kind of final blend. Okay, now I want to add some of the reds into here. And I think I'm going to stick with kind of the shimmer reds, so I think this must be, it's quite hard to tell the names of the back. So this fourth one in, I'm going to say this is called Intense Garnet. It looks about right. So on that fluffy brush again, I'm going to go kind of slightly on top of that browns, but also go slightly above, but keep it still in the lid area. So I'm just going back and forth for now. I don't really want to bring it up any higher than this. So just taking a little bit, just going back and forth. And we will go back in with a smoky quartz just to kind of intensify that again. But a nice red, like a nice, yeah, rusty red? Would you call that a rusty red? Well, this kind of red I think suits summer, but also winter as well, autumn, winter. It's quite nice. Okay, I'm going to go back in with smoky quartz, same brush, and I'm going to focus more along the lower lash line, but also just add a bit more depth. Now what I'm going to do is take a completely clean fluffy brush, one like this. This name's rubbed off, I have no idea what this is. Just do a bit of a blend at the top. And now I'm going to take smoky quartz again on the pencil brush and just slightly re-intensify the lash line. So I want to be a soft smoky eye, so I don't want there to be an obvious like definition between the smoky quartz and the red, but I do want to make sure it is starting off darker and getting a little bit lighter as we go. Lovely. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to take a little bit of powder, setting powder, this collection, on the fluffy brush. And like I said, we're going to set the crease area and just do a lasting blend to make sure everything is okay. Like I said, I want it very much focused onto the lid for today's look. A part of me really wants to like stick a little bit of a gold on top. Tiger's eye. Is it tiger's eye one? Yeah, tiger's eye. I'm just going to take up my finger, but very lightly. Tap it on, is that what I want? Oh, kind of. Let's just go in this section here. Just do a light layer. Just adds a little bit of shimmer there, but I don't want anything too much. That adds a nice bit of, a nice subtle bit of shimmer in the corner there. Okay, what I will do is I am going to take that on a little brush, tiger's eye. I will just stick it right in the centre corner. And actually that shade goes nicely with the red tones we've got on the eyes. And just to keep it in with the soft and subtle smoke of this eye, I'm not going to do the lower lash line. To be honest, I like not doing lower lash lines with eyes, it's just my preference. So I'm going to load up my eyelashes with the Kiko mascara. I don't currently have the big lash, I've used it up. I'm trying to get through some of my other mascaras at the moment. Okay, that's the eye portion done. So like I said, a nice kind of soft, smoky reddish eye, which I think suits summer, but I also think it suits autumn, winter time as well. So yeah, let's move on to lips. I have got the lip oil at the moment, but I am going to add something to the lips. I feel like it needs it. So I'm actually going to take the Lily Lello's soft nude lip liner. I'm going to actually go over the top with Sandstone from Home Scent Pure. And that's it. That is the look complete. So like I said, I wanted to give some of the Lily Lello eye products a bit of a love because like I said, it's all been about the base at the moment. So I do really like this palette. I think it's quite a nice one for, like I said, summer, but also moving into autumn, winter with the reddy tones. Yeah, I really like how this looks. It's a nice soft smoke on the eyes, nothing too intense, and Poppins lip colour, which I haven't used this lip colour for quite some time. Which I think is really nice. So I really hope you enjoy this video. Please leave any future requests down below, any product recommendations, any questions. I mean, do you want a Q&A soon? I'd quite like to do a Q&A soon, so if that's something you're interested in, let me know. And maybe pop in the comments below some questions for me to do for that video. Apart from that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.